Hello, my darklings. Welcome to my channel. I am Chickabilly. It's been a while since I've posted, and the reason being the last few weeks have been an absolute whirlwind of events and some wonderful networking opportunities, and it's been great to be social again and meet some new people. I've been really grateful for that, especially for the opportunities that may be coming my way. I'm super excited. Today we're going to jump into somewhat of a tutorial slash product review. So currently I am working, I'll show you in a minute, I'm currently working on a 40s style jumper, and it's a simplicity pattern, and it took a lot of adjustments to the pattern to get it to fit me. There was just way too much in the crotch area, so I had to take it in quite a bit. But now that that's done and I've measured the shoulder straps where they're supposed to be, what I wanted to do is add my own goth flair to it. And so I have this sturdy grosgrain ribbon and little 1/2-inch D-rings from Tandy Leather. And I want to place several of them along my straps underneath the ribbon, and let's see how it goes. So to help with that, I bought this little gadget from Waywack called the Slim Flex Expanding Sewing Gauge. And it's this little guy, and it does this fun accordion thing. It's amazing. What I realized right off the bat is that the joints are a little loosey-goosey, so it's not very accurate unless you get out to about 1.5 to 2 inches apart. Then it's really effective. But I'm going to use this to measure where I want my D-rings placed. So what I'm going to do is take one at, hang on just a second, I gotta grab scissors. So I'm going to take one end of the ribbon and pin it just below where I've marked the spot where these straps will be sandwiched in between the bib of the coveralls and the facings. And then lay it out straight to roughly the end of where I want the ribbon to end, and give myself about 1/2 inch extra and chop it off. Now I'm going to load up the ribbon with all 10 of these D-rings. I got 2 packs, don't worry. You know what, this is going to take a while, so I'm going to pause here and come back and give you a close-up of what I'm doing. Okay, so now that I have all the D-rings loaded on here and you have a nice view of my tits, I'm going to show you how to use this guy to space out the D-rings. So I've pinned the other end where I loaded them all on. I'm going to slide the first one down to just above where I have my marking for the front. And I'll leave that one there, and that's kind of my first gauge of where I want it. And I may end up not using all 10, but we'll see. So I'm going to just kind of spread this out where I want the rest of them to be. So I will pin this first one right at the point of this first gauge mark. So there's that one. Then I'll slide the next one down. And put another pin there. Then the next one. Another pin, and so on and so forth. By the way, that fluff ball over there is Jinx, and he likes to be in the middle of whatever I'm working on at all times. That's why I have this spray bottle of Bad Kid water. Just in case he lays down right in the middle of my project, which he likes to do quite often. I'm just going to keep sliding these down. Now eventually, once I stitch across these points where I'm putting my pins, these D-rings will settle down and lay against whatever bar tack that is there. So these will all slide down a little bit lower than where I have them placed, but that's okay. At least my placement will be completely even. So far, I'm really liking this gauge. It's very helpful. So I feel like about 2 inches apart is a good distance for all these, and so I'm going to end that there, and I'll have one D-ring left over for the next strap. So I'll be back. So I wound up having to reconfigure my pin marks completely because I realized that the first two D-rings, the first one would be too close to the second one up from it. So I blame it on daylight savings time and not having enough coffee. So I've repinned everything, and for this project I'm using a very high contrast, bright lime green top stitch thread, so that's what I'm going to use to tack all the D-rings down. So let's have it. I like to back tack twice just to keep it really secure. Okay, so I'm just going to go in between all my tacks and snip all the little threads. I always snip them from the top side first, because if you snip the back side and then go to snip the top side, sometimes you end up with a little tail of the bobbin thread sticking up through the front, and you don't want that. It kind of looks a little unprofessional, so. So is throwing thread on the floor. That's real professional too. Okay. Clip in the back side. A lot of people ask me how I got so fast at doing this. 25 years of experience, baby. That's how. All right. So there's my strap and all the lovely tacks in between. And we're ready to put it on the garment. Okay, now that I've broken a total sweat trying to clip myself into this thing, it's very fitted, so these sewing clips don't hold up to that. This is just how it looks with the straps on. And there you can see the back side of the straps. So they're looking good. I think they're ready for the buttons and buttonholes that go on the back. And the side is ready for its zipper and all that fun shit. So join me next time and follow me on Instagram at Chickabilly, and I will post pictures of this finished jumper when it's all complete.